It was good news this week for Palmerston North athlete Barry Jones. He heard that he's been called into the New Zealand cross-country team for the World Championships in Dusseldorf, West Germany, to take the place of John Walker, who withdrew. Barry Jones has previously come close to representing New Zealand, particularly in 1966 on the track when he very nearly got away to the Commonwealth Games in Jamaica over 3 miles. But he didn't make it. Now at last he has made a New Zealand team. I asked him on Friday if a place in the New Zealand cross-country team for this season had been his aim at the start of the year.
Well, not so much at the start of the season, because my sort of previous cross-country running hadn't sort of shown the sort of consistency where I'd give myself a very good chance of getting in. But halfway through the season I started running much better over the country, much more consistently. And towards the end of the season put in a few performances that I knew should have been good enough to give me a very good chance of getting in.
Why do you think you've been able to improve a lot this year? Because you've done a lot more training?
Not so much. It's not so much a case of doing more training, but I think training more consistently, doing a little more training that's been more along cross-country lines rather than track training, and I think it is basically consistency and of course the sort of accumulation over the years of a lot of experience and training which goes to improve your strength.
You certainly have had a lot of experience over the years, and I wonder whether you're more interested in fact in cross-country now than track.
Well, I've always enjoyed cross-country. It hasn't got quite the cutthroat atmosphere of track running, which I used to really enjoy 10 or 12 years ago. It's a little more social, a little more enjoyable, but of course at the very top level, especially the international, it's going to be very cutthroat indeed.
What sort of training then have you been doing this season, Barry, and now that you're in the team, what do you intend to do before you leave?
Well, the sort of training I have done has included strength work, hill training, cross-country training, a lot of fairly fast, steady pace running, mainly on the road and grass surfaces. And well, between now and the time we leave, I just really intend having 1 or 2 more races and putting in 3 weeks hard training and then easing right back as soon as the team leaves to try and recover from the effects of travel before the first race in Germany.
How much difference do you think it will make being part of a New Zealand team? Would you expect that to improve your own performance?
Well, it always helps to be part of a team. I used to play team sports. I was very keen on soccer, and I tend to run pretty well in relays, I think, partly because of the team aspect of it. So I'm hoping this will carry through in the World Championship race as well.
Barry Jones, and it's good to see him selected for the New Zealand cross-country team. There's a lot of sport happening in Palmerston North and around Manawatu today.